So hello everyone that has just joined us or is waiting for an introduction or is watching a video. I am Season and I am casting Go4LoL 82, I think. And these are the finals between LLL and SSG. SSG is, I think, Silver Server Gaming. I should have looked it up. But yeah, I'll do that while we're looking at the bans. So we've got a Nidalee ban. That seems like a targeted ban, because Nidalee, I mean, she's a really strong character, but she's not as OP as she used to be. And even when she was OP, she needed some skill to play. So it's probably a targeted ban, of which I know nothing. And then we've got the Cassiopeia and the Corvus ban. Both are really strong AP carries that scale really well into late game. And then the Janna ban, because she is the best support in the game at the moment. And we've got a Morgana ban. Morgana is a pretty usual ban. Yeah, she's just really safe in the lane. She gets really strong in teamfights because of her AoE stun. And yeah, another reason to ban Janna is wait, I gotta look that up. I promised. Janna counters cannon real hard because ultis and stuff. I had to say that because of bubbles being okay. Anyway, that was so unprofessional. So we've got a Galio ban. Galio is also a really strong AP carry. And what he does in lane is that he can build magic resist to get AP, and his AP gets into magic resist. So he's really strong in the lane against other AP champions because they don't do as much damage against him. And yeah, so that's what he does. And then his ultimate is the AoE taunt, which is pretty good. So we've got a Ari pickup by Alibaba, which will be played by I think it's Starsun. No, wait, Durfs. Belgian Beast. It's the person that plays the AP mid, and he is known for his TF. So on the side of SSG, which is Silver Servers Gaming, woohoo, I got it right. There's a Nuxin pickup and an Ashe pickup. Now Ashe got buffed slightly a few patches ago, and she is not the best AD carry if you need pure damage. But what's good about her is that she's got a good amount of poke, and she has a lot of utility by means of her ultimate, which is a global stun and slow for everything around it. And she has like her slow on her Q, which also applies to her Foley, by the way. And she has the E that is basically clairvoyance. And then we've got a Nunu and an Alistar pickup. Nunu will be the support and Alistar will be the jungle. And on the other side we've got Ryze and Taric. Now Ryze, I hate that champion. I hate that champion, but that's probably just me. So what Ryze does is he scales with mana, which means that basically he builds mana items like Frozen Heart and Banshee, Serve the Goddess, all kinds of good stuff. And as you heard, you've got Banshees and Frozen Heart in there, which he pretty much always builds, and that makes him really tanky. Gives him a lot of resists and quite a bit of health as well, which means that he'll be a really tanky sustained magic damage dealer, and he's pretty unique in that. And the Taric pickup, I don't know, I really dislike Taric, but some people like him as a support. I don't know, I hate him, but that might just be me. So on the other side we've got Kog'Maw and Riven. Kog'Maw Nunu is a really strong lane. Kog'Maw really scales with what's it called? Jeez, crazy. With attack speed, and sorry, someone is talking to me. And Nunu gives attack speed, obviously. And then we've got a Riven pickup as well. Riven is actually a really good top. He didn't know what he was going to be up against, but Youngbuck is a pretty decent Riven. Not quite as good as his Renekton, but hey. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Okay, should be done. Okay, so and we've got a Lee Sin pickup. Lee Sin top actually got proven to be good in some way. by Foibo last tournament, and what he does basically is he's really mobile, and he can like go in, go back out really quickly, which makes him really strong. And yeah, and he's pretty good late game. He's got an AoE slow. He's got a pretty good ultimate, which knocks back someone and knocks up everyone the person hits, which I think is an hilarious mechanic. But hey, so I read somewhere, I should say, it was said by someone, that Funi got a penta kill with Kog'Maw last game. So that'll be pretty interesting to watch, and yeah. So many people talking to me. Okay, so with the game almost starting, we're gonna go and look at some of the runes and masteries. So first of Alibaba with his Nunu is gonna go for magic resist, armor, and health. Not taking any gold per 10, which is kind of interesting. You usually see that on supports. The armor is pretty obviously for bot lane, and then the magic resist is just generally pretty strong. And then he had health, which also makes him more tanky. All of his stuff is geared towards making him somewhat more tanky, which you kind of need as a Nunu. Next up is Funi with his Kog'Maw. He's going to have physical damage, attack speed, armor pen, and armor. Now the armor pen is kind of interesting. You usually don't see it on AD carries anymore because physical damage is way better apparently. He's actually got attack speed on his glyphs, which is really good for Kog'Maw. He's got AD. Wait, where is this? Oh, here's the armor pen. Maybe he didn't get enough AD marks, but I doubt that. And then he's got some armor, which kind of intrigues me because when I play Kog'Maw, I get some scaling mana regen runes because Kog'Maw has some mana problems if he uses his ultimate a lot. And he's going to go for 2190. So next up will be the other AD carry, Ashe, by Male Motherfucker. Which is a hilarious name, it's so witty. So we've got magic resist, flat damage, flat armor, and some magic pen. I don't know what's up with all the magic pen. Yeah, I've played with that guy. Okay, go away, jeez. Okay, so he's going for 2118, which is kind of interesting. You don't usually see that kind of distribution, but that's for the heal buff. And next up will be Royals. We're not going to finish all of them, but I'll go for the most interesting ones right now. We've got mana, health, magic pen, scaling mana, and magic resist. Pretty standard Royce page. Wants a lot of mana. Going for 21 in the utility, because that's what Royce does. He wants as much mana and mana regen and cooldown reduction as he possibly can. So Riven will be kind of interesting to see. Youngbuck is going for physical damage, armor, and scaling magic resist, and he's going for 2190. So we're going to try and... jeez, okay. I'll add in whatever. Belgian Beast, Mr. Dervs with his Ari, is gonna go for magic resist, experience bonus, magic pen, and scaling mana regen. He actually does experience bonus a lot, and I don't know, most people don't really do that, but apparently it helps him a lot in mid or something. I don't really know why he does it. He's the only one I've seen doing it. So should be enough time for 2 more. So the runes of Lee Sin will be damage, armor, and scaling magic resist, and 2190. I think it's pretty much identical to Youngbuck's Riven runes and masteries. So that'll be slightly interesting to see. It's just going to be a difference of skill and champions. And then we've got physical damage, armor, armor pen, and magic resist on Noxen. The armor pen is just enough to get true damage on minions. Pretty standard 2190. That's what you usually do on carry junglers. And ooh, the game's gonna start. And I gotta go do this thing. Boom. Freaking axe split. Be quicker. Okay, here you go. Make that big. Awesome. We are have tomorrow big. So, yes. Let's look at the skins. Oh, he's got a new Kog'Maw skin. I wanted to see that. And he's got Nunu Bot, which is an awesome skin. I don't count this as a skin because you get it for free. Riven skin, pretty good. Nice Ari skin. On the other side, we have a green Tarek skin, which is freaking horrible. decent Noxon skin, and I like this Rise skin for some reason. I don't know why though. So the skin battle was definitely won by Lowland Line, so they're definitely going to win. So if we look at the summoner spells, both supports don't have clairvoyance. You sometimes see that on high level play, but usually you see in exhaust. For the people that don't know why, you don't take heal on the support and exhaust on AD carry, because in theory AD carry shouldn't really be in range to exhaust, and you want the heal gets halved on other people, so you want as much health as possible on your AD carry, so that's why you put it on your AD carry. Ooh, he's got like no skin. I don't know. I like Lion Dance Pokemon more, but okay, whatever. Not very interesting. So we'll see if they're gonna go for a level 1 fight. Both teams have a pretty good level 1. There's a Tarek Ash combo on the side of SSG, and for some reason my game is being a bit choppy. So I'm gonna go and turn some stuff off. Turn this off, turn this off, turn this off. Turn that off. Sorry. Okay, so anyway. Why is it not doing this properly? I don't know what's going on. I'll try and fix it after we see what goes on level 1. So at the moment both teams are at the bottom jungle of LLL, and looks like there's going to be an invade, but it's not going to be quite successful because they do see it coming. And yeah, Penure and stuff. So whatever, I'll turn off the chat, which I don't want to do, but whatever. People force me to because they're childish. Woohoo! Okay, so there's going to be an invade, but we're going to do it at the blue jungle. And I am unsure if LLL knows this. I mean, they probably see it coming, and there comes the walk out of the brush. I don't think he did that on purpose, but at least he's going to chase Alistair away, and they might be able to get a free blue right here. But as you can see, LLL is going right for the enemy blue buff. And honestly, I don't really know. Oh, actually, looks like SSG is going to go back and go to their own blue, trying to catch LLL out of position. I don't know how well it's going to work though. It will be interesting to see. Male Motherfucker is going to be face checking this. He might actually pay for that with his life. I'm not sure. Actually, Alistair already got the blue buff and they're going to walk away right now. So that actually got a steal for LLL and nothing for SSG, even though SSG had the better level 1 team with that prison and the stun of Tarek and the first hit crit of Ash, which is really good for team fights because you get a guaranteed crit and that does a lot of damage. It's like 230, I think. I don't know off the top of my head. Let's see. Not really, but close enough. So anyway, I think it does twice the damage you have, so that could be like 150 damage. That's actually kind of little. Anyway, so at the moment there's not much happening. Everyone's just selling into their lanes, but Tarzan will have a tiny bit of an advantage on Nocturne, even though he's a slower jungler, because he will have a second blue buff, and that means a lot more levels. The thing is, he has to get this blue buff, because if he ganks a lane, I don't even know how to pronounce. Oh, Bone Crusher. There we go. Bone Crusher can just go take his blue, and Tarzan realizes this and goes for his blue right now. So that's well done by him. You could see him walk towards top for gank and then realizing he couldn't. So Bone Crusher's gonna go and get his red. He's level 2, Tarzan is level 2. So Tarzan's actually a tiny bit he's a tiny bit ahead, but only in experience. And he has to go back right now, so he is gonna be behind in his jungle. But there's no blue buff for Bone Crusher, and that does hurt him a tiny bit. He can be less spammy on the spells, and Fat Mama is actually gonna be roaming for some reason, which means that Male Motherfucker will be, I hate that name, will be zoned a lot by Alibaba and Funi. So we'll see how that goes. At the moment, Belgian Beast Durves is playing it safe against the Rise. He doesn't want to overcommit, and there's actually 3 people going for mid right now. And there comes the prison, and Noxun actually not reacting properly, and that was kind of a wasted flash, to be honest. I mean, Belgium Beast. I should just call him Derps. Didn't even use his flash, so all they did was put some harassment on him, and that's not really worth it. Because it is Ari, and he has a lot of health pots. He can just heal that back up, especially with that passive giving him spell vamp. That'll be easily recouped with his Q. So I don't know what exactly went on there. I think that was a miscommunication. I mean, there was a Taric there and a Nuxin, and they could have actually done something there. I don't know. It was kind of strange. And as I said, motherfucker is gonna be. Okay, I'm just gonna call him Ash. That's what I get for having an offensive name and stuff. So yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, he did get denied a lot by Alibaba and Funi, and he just had to go back. Couldn't do anything. Got a Doran's Blade out of it though. Well, that's pretty decent. He'll have a slight advantage when trading with Kog'Maw. But you know, you don't really want to go back, and he is at the moment 15, no more. He's 20 CS behind, and that's actually quite a lot at 5 minutes into the game. So there is going to be a gank up top by Tarzan and Youngbuck, and there comes the Hatbot, and he is going to pulverize. Stun comes in as well. Well done by them. Really coordinating those spells, but it is Lee Sin, so he is going to get away. He had to use his flash though, so that's kind of worth it. Really well communicated by LLL, because what they did was they actually changed CC'd. So there was a knockback from Tarzan, and Youngbuck knocked him up with his Q, and then the knockup from Tarzan came in, and then the stun from Youngbuck, instead of all doing it at once, which you usually see in solo queue and just generally bad people. So there's a ward here, so Bone Crusher has to go back, cannot do anything. He just put a ward down for Mr. Bopan. That's an interesting name. And Tarzan is going to come around again, but this time there's a ward, so Bopan is, or Bopan, or however you pronounce that name, is not going to be able to do anything. Young face checks the brush because he thought Bopan went that way, but Bopan just walks back out of the lane. So at the moment, Alibaba and Fat Mama duking it out in the brush. Looks kind of hilarious. Looks like they're dancing, but neither of them can really go for the other, because if Fat Mama stuns Alibaba, Alibaba will be like, okay, I've got 50 armor. Go focus me, Ash. And then Funi will be like, hey Ash, I'm gonna kill you. So, in the middle, we've got level 6 on both characters, and Belgian Beast is actually gonna go aggressive and ignite Retro, and Retro is gonna go down. First blood picked up by Ari, and Bone Crusher's not gonna be in time. In the meantime, there is a kill on Boppen, and Belgian Beast Dervs is actually gonna go and be aggressive on Bone Crusher, even though he's lower health. And there's going to be a stun on Funi, which means that Funi can't really attack for a tiny bit, but in the end, he didn't really do much. Ash didn't really do much with it, because he couldn't really do much, because he was not in range. That was kind of stating the obvious. So anyway, Bone Crusher is going to be level 5 right now. He is a tiny bit ahead of Tarzan, but he had to take a lot of experience mid, which means that Belgian Beast is actually almost 1.5 level ahead, which is quite a big deal in mid, because AP carries mostly scale of levels, not farm. And at the moment, Youngbuck is going to be really aggressive on Boppen here, and he's going to do really well. He can easily trade right now because he does have this wriggle. And Tarzan is going to invade. He's going to go for this blue buff. Possibly no, he's not, because he knows that Bone Crusher is there, and Dervs was not even close. So there's the level 8 for Dervs, and Rise is still level 6. He's almost level 7, so it's not that much of a difference, but it is going to be a big advantage for him. So right now, Bone Crusher is going to start red, and Retro is going to pick that up, most likely, unless it gets prevented by someone, which I highly doubt. There is going to be an Alibaba move up here, but it's not going to be doing much now. He's just going to walk away, and Ash has to go and defend there, because he thought that maybe Alibaba was going to make a play for it, which means he lost a few CS, so that's pretty decent. And there's a ward drawing up now, so that was definitely worth it for Alibaba. Fat Mama chasing him, not going to do much though, because if he stuns, Ash is not even close. And right now, Alibaba and Fat Mama are going to be support versus supporting each other. Wait, that didn't really make sense. That doesn't matter. So, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, here you go. So right now, if we look at CS, we can see that Mr. Funi has 69 CS, whereas Ash has 53. So he is about 20 behind, which is a pretty big deal. That's almost 2 kills. It's a kill and a bit. Kill and an assist, maybe. And there comes the slow, and there's going to be a headbutt and a pulverize right after each other. Slow goes down as well. Massive damage from Quickmo, but it's not going to be enough. Exhaust goes down on both AD carries, but neither of them going to be in a really bad spot. It's going to be slightly harder for Ash to lane right now. She might have to go back. Looks like she might be going back. So, that was a good gank. They got off everything they had. The only problem was that there wasn't a lot of damage on Quickmo yet. And Youngbuck is actually going to get feared even though he uses all his spells, and he is going to go down for sure. Nice, thanks to this gank from Bone Crusher. Talking is really hard if you haven't done it this way for a while. It's been more than a week of casting. So anyway, of not casting. God, I'm bad at this game. So anyway, Buffin is going to be farming up top, and he's going to go and chill out. And right now, Belgian Beast Durfs. I keep calling him Belgian Beast. We should not change his display name. It's not funny for casters, okay? Ooh, nice charm. Really well done by him there. And he is going to go and be aggressive, but he misses his Q. Not going to work out for him. He missed his Orb of Deception. But Retro does have to go back, so that is definitely worth it. That's going to lose him some CS at the tower. Bone Crusher comes to pick that up though, so there's not a lot of loss in the team. Here comes the Vision Ward, which is well played. He's going to pick up that ward, and here comes Fat Mama, and he's going to put down a Vision Ward as well. Most likely. I don't know, I'm not sure. Probably could, because Ash is actually in range and Gugmo isn't. It's not going to though. Okay, sorry for that. Small yawn there. And Durst is going to be harassing quite a bit on Bobbin here. Bobbin is mid for some reason. I don't really know why. Kind of strange. Because in the meantime, his sub tower is going to get pushed. Oh, actually, he was going to go for a dragon attempt. That's actually really smart. He moved down mid, took it over for a while until Retro came back into lane, and now they're going to go for Baron or Dragon. I mean, immediately, because they are easily in position. It's a 5v4. Actually, Tarzan is going to go right in there. Nicely done by him with his ultimate there. And the dragon does go to SSG, and SSG is winning the fight at the moment. Tarzan has to go back way too low. And wow, Durst is doing massive damage on him, doing some work. Funi takes down Bone Crusher, and there goes Rise as well, and Tarek, and Boppin. Really well played by Triple L there. They got 4 kills out of that. That's more gold. And the kills went to the right people as well. They got 2 kills on Kog'Maw and 2 kills on Riven, which are 2 of the fastest, or 2 of the best scaling champions in the game. Really well done. They didn't get Dragon, but you know, 4 kills for Dragon, that's pretty decent, especially because the kills are focused and the Dragon Gold isn't. Really well done. They got a lot of assists as well. I think there's like 8 assists or something in that fight. So that was really good for them. They picked up a mid tower as well. Yeah, they definitely covered a lot of that dragon. It was a good idea, but the problem was that Youngbuck was there in time to stun their entire team with no problems at all. And you know, Funi was just doing free damage because he couldn't be focused. And the Ash Arrow, that was also really well done by Tarzan, because Tarzan basically tanked all their stuff. Like, he almost died while he had his ultimate up. That means that the other team used all their cooldowns on him. Ash Arrow went down on him. I'm pretty sure the Tarek ultimate was on him. And then they just got melted. Durf's also doing massive amounts of damage with his Q, doing the true damages. And right now, another good thing about that trade was that Youngbuck actually got all the XP top, and Boppin lost quite a bit. He is a level behind at the moment, and doesn't sound like much a level, but it's actually a really big deal. And Youngbuck is going to be farming up quite nicely here. There is a gank coming from Tarzan. He's waiting in the brush for the lane to push Triple L's way. It's not going to quite happen though, so he's going to go back to jungling like a freaking boss. So yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So Retro is gonna come bots, but there is a ward here at Dragon, so it's not gonna quite happen for him. And Triple L easily sees that coming. He is gonna be picking up this blue buff though. Should make sure it doesn't de-aggro. It doesn't. Okay, nicely done. He's gonna get a blue buff, and there's gonna be a brush gank by these two people here. Ash has to push a bit farther though for that to happen, and I doubt it will work. Actually, there comes the stun on Funi, and here comes the Ash arrow as well. Nox and Ultima going down. Funi getting extremely low. Exhaust on Alibaba for some reason. Funi is going to go down. Alibaba, it was probably because they knew they were going to take down Funi, and they really wanted Alibaba as well. But it might not work out. It will work out for them, and they are going to go and die. Here comes. Oh, well done by Tarzan. Picks up the kill on Tarek. Nice to that. Thanks to that nice pulverize there. And here comes a flash from Belgian Beast here, and he is going to get Ashe, and Ashe is going to go really low. Actually, Ashe might survive for it there. Yes, she is going to survive, but Retro is going to go down, and that's a blue buff for Durfs, or at least a blue buff reset. They didn't quite get Bone Crusher because he ninja recalled over here. But, yeah. Oh yeah, for the people that are wondering, this is Go4LoL number 82. And it is the finals. Finals are usually played during the next week because people have to go to bed on Sunday and stuff because they have to work the next Monday. The Go4LoLs usually last till like 11 o'clock, and for people in Russia or generally Eastern Europe, that's like in the middle of the night, and they sometimes have to get to work at 8 in the morning. So that's why it's played during the week. So yeah. And I'm casting it because awesome. So anyway, bot tower did get taken down, so there's a lot of global gold in favor of Triple L at the moment, and they are 5 kills ahead as well. That brings them to a solid 5k advantage, and people are saying gay for stupid stuff, which is silly. So right now Youngmuk is going to be ganked, but he's going to take down Bob, and really well played by him, and he might actually take Bone Crusher as well. He's not going to quite do that, but still well done by him. Taking down Boppin while he was getting ganked. 2v1, he doesn't really care though. And here come Funi and Alibaba. This might be a kill on Bone Crusher right there. Nice slow from Cookmine. He is going to go and get that kill. Really well done by him. And that will help him scale a lot. He's going 3-1-2 now, and they're going to take down this turret as well. And they might actually take down the next turret as well, because there's 2 people down for SSG. And Ash is all the way down, but she will be able to push those, so they might trade a tower for a tower. Inner tower is not worth the outer tower though, obviously. So we are going to go for this tower right now with the Nunu speed up of Kokmal. It's going to be a pretty easy pickup right here. Tower is going to go down almost immediately. Bit of tanking from Tarzan, but he doesn't really care. And yeah, they're going to pick up golems for Lilsies. Oh wow, they also took down, wow, Durfs in the meantime also took down the mid inner turret. So right now they're almost at a 10k advantage. Yeah, well done by Triple L. They're doing really well. Some people are saying that it's like total stomp, but honestly, SSG is playing decently. It's just that Triple L is playing better, and what they're doing is they're taking an advantage, and then they're gonna just build it up, which is what most teams do. Actually, there might be a Baron attempt. I don't know what SSG is doing. What? They're going for Baron? But Ashe is not here. What are they doing? I don't get it. This is retarded. Okay, they're gonna retreat now. What's gonna say? That'd be completely silly. Okay, so there is a small engage here, but actually Durfs is gonna take some Baron aggro, as is Tarzan. Noxon has to pop his ultimate to get away. You do not want to use it for that. And he's gonna go for golems to try and heal up, but he has to retreat because he sees the Durfs there, and Durfs will destroy him. So, yeah, Dervs is by far. Wow. Holy moly, he's got 180 CS. That's ridiculous. There's some people that aren't even at 100 CS. Holy crappy crap. Okay, so here comes the serious Baron attempt by LLL. And they can easily do that because they do have a Kog'Maw. And Kog'Maw does huge amounts of damage to Barons. And they actually have to retreat a bit, because otherwise it might get stolen. If he steals this, that'd be awesome. He is not going to quite steal it. Tarzan goes down immediately though. Actually, yeah, he did go down immediately, but so did Rise and Nocturne and Lee Sin, and now Ashe goes down. And I don't know, that's probably GG. And ooh, the charm almost hits. Not quite though, and Fat Mama is going to get away. But that's gonna be a bit of a problem. So yeah, Dervs is gonna go and farm this wave, and they're gonna go and take down an inhibitor most likely. It's about 5 seconds. Well, okay, so most people are back, and it's gonna be 5 seconds for the last two. So they will be able to fight, but LLL will probably just win that, even if it's a 4v5. There's quite a lot of cooldowns, and there's no Ashe Arrow, no Nocturne ultimate, and no Lee Sin ultimate. They're just gonna take the tower and retreat. I reckon they could have fought that, to be honest. Okay, there was no, I guess there was no Alistair, and there was no ultimate from Ari, or from Youngbuck. But, I don't know. It's probably a good idea. I mean, I'm greedy. I'd probably have gone for that if I was making the calls. But they just try to play it safe. They do have Barons, so they can just come back and siege it later. It doesn't really matter for them. Funny's gonna go and pick up that rat buff for himself. And okay, so right now let's look at the items. We've got Funny with a Phantom Dancer, a Wriggles, and Ruby Crystal. Oh my god, he's got a Chain Fest as well. I don't know what he's building. I'd build damage right now. I don't know. Kind of weird. So we get a Zeke's Herald on Alibaba. He's definitely going for full-on support on Kog'Maw. This will give him Kog'Maw even more attack speed, which Nunu already does with his Blood Bowl, and it will also give him Lifesteal as well as Youngbuck. Youngbuck will get Lifesteal too. Everyone gets Lifesteal, but Youngbuck actually benefits from it, obviously. And then, oh wow, there's going to be an Initiate with Shurelia's right there. And Alistair's gonna Headbutt Pulverize. They're gonna get Taric, but I don't know. That's not really the target I want to go for. Actually, Funny's gonna go and pick up Retro, most likely. No, they're not gonna quite pick up anyone. SSG getting away there, but losing an inhibitor, so that's not really worth it. That's definitely not worth it. And right now, LLL is like, let's go for this. Oh, there's a tower here. Okay, let's go for this tower. That's definitely what I said. So, okay. Yeah. So they're going to go for another dragon. They're just going to solidify the advantage at the moment. They've got a 12k advantage, 6 towers to none. They didn't get all the dragons, but they got 10 Kirils more as well. They've just got a massive advantage in the moment, and they're not going to over push it. They're going to just take it slow. Relax. They still have a bit of Baron. Yeah, it's about half a minute left or something, so they could probably take down this tower. I think they should tank it and go for it. And again, they don't know where SSG is, so that might be better. No. Okay, sorry. It's just so cool. I love doing that. And Belgian Beast is gonna initiate on Fat Mama, and Fat Mama's gonna instantly die. That was ridiculous. Holy moly! What does he have? He's got. He's only got an Abyssal Scepter. Hasn't even finished his Revenants. Kind of bad. You should learn to play the game. I think they just surrendered. Yeah, they just surrendered. It's like, go in, flash, tower dive, woohoo! But yeah, okay. So, yeah. Pretty okay game. It's just that LLL was obviously playing better. And, what they basically did is they got a slight advantage, and then they just pushed it out really well. And, yeah, it's just that basically Dervs pretty much destroyed his lane, and then Alibaba and Funi did pretty decently in their lane. Youngbuck did really well in his lane, and they all just outfarmed their opponents. And then in that dragon fight, they got 4 kills out of it, and they lost a dragon, but that's not really a problem, especially not if you get 4 kills. And after that, they just snowballed it out, took a lot of towers. That way they just basically won the game. And so yeah, thanks for watching, everyone watching the video. I will see you guys later.